Liverpool opinions are going on trial. Welcome to the cop tribunal. The session is now in order. Automatic gavel sound, intense gears gavel sound. Welcome to the cop tribunal. The session is now in order. Cow guy, baby. Liverpool opinions are going on trial. Welcome to the cop tribunal. The session is now in order. Automatic gavel sound, intense gears gavel sound.
Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to another live stream. Hope we're all doing well this evening. And boy, have we finally got some news to talk about, guys. Bradley Barcola, Imminent and Ndiaye, Liverpool selling potentially a majority stake in the club. Jordan Henderson to Chelsea, Ayub Boadi to Man City, and of course, Cody Gakpo potentially on the move to Spurs. Big up everyone for watching. Please do smash the like button on the way in, guys. Subscribe as well. We're on the road to 250, but really 300, guys. So big up everyone as well. Hope you're doing well this evening. Big up straight away, guys. I won't keep you guys for too long because I know Sam's got his show at shortly, and obviously Cal has the combat catch up, which I will be on in about an hour's time. First bit of news, guys, came out from Fabrizio Romano 2 hours ago. Liverpool are in talks with Paris Saint-Germain for Bradley Barcola deal to discuss terms of the move. No official bid yet, but good relationship and talks to follow about the price, plus nothing imminent yet. Personal terms are not an issue. Obviously, we heard personal terms weren't going to be an issue. We assumed they wouldn't be, obviously considering him not signing a new contract. All we've heard is that he's open to join Liverpool. He wants to join Liverpool. So good news, guys. Let me know what you guys think as well. I know we've been talking about Barcola a lot. It's pretty much all there is to talk about in terms of Liverpool. We also got this from Paul Joyce as well. Liverpool are making contact with PSG as they look to strike a compromise and agree a £100 million deal for the forward, Bradley Barcola. Liverpool hope to strike a deal for a base figure of about 100 million with the potential for add-ons. So that's from Paul Joyce. So two sources now have come out and stated that Liverpool are in. They're discussing the terms of the deal. Apologies, almost died. Discussing the terms of the deal with PSG. So it's looking like that deal might get over the line, guys. Obviously, let me know what you think about that as well. Personally, I am very happy with that. I think we all are. I think we all want Barcola through the doors at Liverpool, or at least a majority of us. I know Alex Cook, apologies, and Ben Jacobs came out earlier as well to say they're submitting an official bid of 100 million euros, which I think we all agree that probably doesn't get the deal done. I reckon a deal of about 100 million pounds base transfer plus add-ons does get the deal done. PSG obviously looking to get as much for the player as possible, rumored 170 million euros, but Fabrizio's come out and shut that down and says it's going to be less than that. Obviously, guys, I've spoken about it at depth, not just with me on this channel, but on other people's channels. I'm a huge fan of Barcola. Big up Beans on toast. Hope you're doing well, brother. Huge fan of Barcola. I think he's a great player. Offers a lot. Offers versatility across the wings. And you look at the market now, the players similar to him in terms of price or ability. In terms of ability, are going to cost way more than this. In terms of price, you're looking at players like Ryan or I mean, I shouldn't say Mint, but Mint is going to be upwards of 60, 70, 80 million pounds. So for £100 million base fee for a player of that quality, top 3 left winger in Europe, I think it's a smart move for Liverpool. Big up Yards, brother. Hope you're doing well. So moving on, guys, because I don't want to keep boring you guys and boring and going over and over and over and over the same things about Bradley Barcola. If you want to know what I feel about that, check out some of the previous videos on the channel. I promise you I've gone into depth about Barcola. Big up man like Jav. Hope you're doing well, brother. Bring me the baggy baller. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I see it. We know Barcola has been the main talking point for everyone. Hang on, Trudon, man. What is that profile picture? Is that Dean? Nah, Trudon, you lost the plot. Hang on, let me see if I can. I gotta see that. Have you got that up close? I want to. What does the rest of that say, bro? Because you've lost the plot. Big up, Josh. How we doing? You gonna stay up for the game later? Big up, Phoenix. Or Phoenix. Apologies if I said that wrong. I am considering doing the game. I'm not 100% sure yet. I know the Cobbish boys are doing it, and I don't want to do it if they're doing it because there's just no point. But if you guys are here for it and you wanna and you want me to do it, then I'll do the game. But I definitely will be up watching the game. But I'm up early tomorrow as well because I got the focus show with Cal at 11. I've got driving lessons tomorrow as well, so a busy day tomorrow. But I'll just heads up. I'll be live tomorrow about 3-4 o'clock, and then probably tomorrow evening as well. Just trying to get as much content out for you guys as possible at the moment. Big up. I want to say H, but I'm not saying that wrong. This is big up, Josh. Big up, brother. Low Dean. Yeah, it's Dean. I think it's Dean. Is he man? Yeah, I think it is. True, bro. That's diabolical. That's crazy. You can't get away with that. I mean, you can, but can you send me the actual photo, please? True. I don't know if you have many of my socials, but I think you have me on Twitter, right? Just send me that on Twitter, bro, because I need that photo. I'm gonna show Dean that at some point. Big up Yards. This copy's doing a watch along. Yeah, I shouldn't know. I might, guys. Let's see what happens. Obviously, I was going to do the Sunderland game, but my internet went down for 9 hours. Big up. I'm not going to name my Wi-Fi provider in case they see this and just cut me off. Next bit I want to talk about, guys, is so Monaco. This is coming from Get French Football News. I don't know how reliable of a source it is. I assume not very reliable. But they reported Monaco have rejected a 45 million euro bid from PSG for Magnus Akliouche. Should the two sides fail to reach an agreement, Liverpool might be tempted to step in. One sec. Big up South Asian Scouser, bro. Appreciate you popping in, man. Have a good time at work. Obviously, I think we've spoken about it a little bit on the channel. I wouldn't hate Akliouche. I wouldn't want him to be the starting right winger, but about 40-50 million pounds. Don't think you can go wrong there as a backup 10 or a backup right winger who can start games, obviously, depending on the opposition you're playing. I like him as a player. I think he's good, very technical. Yeah, he's a better version of Harvey Elliott for me. I think that's fair. He's probably a bit more skillful than Harvey, but he's closer to a Shirky profile, but not as good as Shirky, but better than Harvey Elliott. He's that middle ground. Said I like him. Like I said, 50 million pounds. If that's how much it's going to cost, if PSG aren't willing to pay that, you got to get Barcola first, though, because if we take Akliouche and Diamonde goes PSG, then they're not going to set us Barcola. So we got to get Barcola in and then see what happens with Akliouche. And then if that falls off, then we get Akliouche through the door as well. Big up 22 people in here. Please make sure we're smashing the likes, guys. I hate asking, but it's the only way that YouTube pushes the algorithm so that more people can come and find the channel, just like you guys have. Nothing real breaking about Akliouche, so we won't keep moving to the next topic, which is, this is from Fabrizio Romano, so reliable as always, says, I will still keep an eye on Tottenham and Cody Gakpo. Let's see what's going to happen there if Liverpool open doors or not. Please open the doors. Open doors to Spurs to sign Gakpo. Let him go. Let him leave. I know Iraola says we got to bring players in, we can't lose players. But you can lose Gakpo if you bring a Barcola in. Big up yards. We should bring Diego Moreira in. But I'm thinking realistically, there's been no links anywhere for us and him. I wish there were. But there hasn't been, man. But like I said, Diego Moreira is my guy. Obviously, would you guys, let me see, actually, I can put a poll in the chat. Would you guys sell Gakpo? Let me know what you guys think in the YouTube chat. Also, I'm thinking of starting streaming on Twitch as well, or X. Do you guys, what do you guys reckon? Big up, Scraps. Hope you're doing well, brother. 67% say no so far, 33% say yes. Make sure you're voting on that one, guys. I'll give that a little while longer. I'll give that probably to the end of the show, just to let marinate, see as many people vote for that as well, or as many people as possible. Personally, I would. Big up as well, 31 people in here, so big up everyone watching. Says depends on who we'd SNH says depends who we'd replace him with. I hear it. Big up yards following on to that. If Gakpo goes, that means we'll probably go get Elmala or Pardo, because the links have come up again. I don't mind. For me, Elmala's my guy, and that's not just because I. By the way, I was putting people onto Elmala, so just saying, mainly because of Football Manager. But like, let's not talk about that. I would have to go sign Elmala. He had a great year in Germany last season. I think he had 13 goals in the Bundesliga last year, if I'm not mistaken. But he's such a good player. Such a good player. Big up Urim says, if Barcola comes to us, where is Gakpo playing? He'd probably still play, because I think Barcola is coming into play on the right. That would be my guess based on all the reports that have come out. If it's true to be believed that we turned down Vinny because we were looking for options on the right wing, then Barcola is going to be a right winger. Thoughts on Minter? No, maybe no. No, please, if there is a God, and I'm not super religious, I'm not religious at all, guys, but please do not let Yankuba Minter join my football club. I will crash out. The chat, there will be an emergency meeting and you will see me crash out, like shouting angry if we sign Minter. I promise. Elmala, that's a pause though. That's a why for that, yards? Because I ain't saying that. Elmala is a D-Tech Salah, but I ain't saying anything kind of great. Minty fresh. Yeah, Trudon. You want to see the world burn. I hear it still. Big up Christians to sell Gakpo 100%. Trudon says, Ayo, in it. I ain't saying that, like, yards. You lost the plot. That's a pause. I think Minter would mash work under Iraola. I don't hear it, brother. Look, I don't think he'd be a bad player. And it definitely is big up Dean. Trudon, you gotta change that shit quick, Dean. You've seen it. Big up Dean. Hope you're doing well, brother. I'm sure everyone already is, but if you're not, please to go subscribe to Fanzone TV. But I'm sure if you're subscribed to me, you're subscribed to Dean. Gakpo's on huge wages as well. People forgetting about that. Yeah, People, when I saw people saying, "Oh, Liverpool can't afford the 500k for Vinny," well, you lost 400k in Salah, and if you sell Gakpo, that's another fucking 300k. So that's the money there plus extra to give Vinny the wages. Like, big up, Goldwyn. Hope you're doing well, brother. Just about. I'm not hearing the Minter shouts. Big up, CJ says Costello Lucaba. That's Cow's boy. To be honest, since he signed that new contract at Leipzig, I haven't seen too much of him. Minter is the Mane. No, because Mane can use his weak foot. You know what I mean, Mane can use his weak foot yards. Minter can't. Are we staying up to watch the game? I'm definitely watching the game. Not too sure whether I'm going to go live yet, brother, but we'll see what happens. But obviously, moving on, people. This came out from @business. Now, if your is business, you know what I mean, then you gotta be saying something. What's this? Big up Christian says if Gakpo stays, he ain't going anywhere anytime soon, so it's best to sell him now. I agree. No way. There's 2 teams in the chat. Obviously trolling here. And I'm glad you said that, bro, because I did not want to see. I don't want to see Minter at my club. Big up Dean. Big up Dean all the time, man. So according to business, the potential investors in Liverpool FC are planning to eventually obtain a controlling stake in the Premier League club. According to people familiar with the matter, a group led by Amit Bhatia, the son-in-law of a steel tycoon and billionaire Lakshmi Mittal, is currently negotiating with Fenway Sanderson Group, for as much as 30% of the club. The potential buyers are considering how to eventually take control of the team, which could include the group buying more equity in stages. The people said, asking not to be named, discussing private information. So, big up Christian, man. Appreciate that every time. You as well, people. Obviously, we are now on 232 subscribers, guys. We're on the road to 300. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Really does mean a lot. And like the video as well, guys. If you are enjoying it so far, we still got a couple more topics to go through before we wrap the show up, and you guys can go over and carry on with the rest of your evenings. Going back to it, Trudon to sell and replace with who? Sell Gakpo for what? 70, 80 million? Go buy Mala for 45, 50, 30 million gross profit. Use that for Barcola or a centre back or a right back. Sounds all right to me. Mattel family holds the Guinness World Record for most expensive wedding, 41 M's on a wedding. I mean, big up Christian, because that's just a good fact to know. 41 million on a wedding. You're taking the piss. I don't even want to think about that. Obviously, people, let me know what you guys think about potentially having new owners. It seems more than likely now they're going to be investing at least 30%, having a 30% stake in the club, which I've spoken about why that's a good thing and why potentially it's a bad thing. But quick gist is, one of the good reasons is you're backed by people like Jeff Bezos and the Mattel family. They're not going to come in with 30% to just sit there and generate profit over time. They're going to want to invest in the club, build the club as a financial monster, which would include us being dominant on the field. They're going to invest into players and transfers and whatnot, into the infrastructure of the club. So that's one good reason. And a negative reason is too much change in one summer is never normally an amazing thing. Losing Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, and potentially seeing 30% of the club being sold off potentially is too much change for the foundation or the structure of the club in one summer. We may see repercussions of that. Also, if FSG are willing to sell or they're starting to pack their bags, they're not going to invest into the club as much as they might need to over the next few years until they're fully out of the club, just because there's no return on the investment for them. Obviously, speculation, we don't know fully what's happening, but those are just my interpretations. 30% is enough to call shots on transfers and day-to-day operations. Apologies, that just smacked the mic of the football club. I agree. Obviously, if, like I said, 30%, that's pretty much a third of the club. They're not going to have no say. They're going to actually have a seat at the table next to FSG and calling the shots. But we'll see what happens, guys. Obviously, big up. I know people have done videos on it. Coppish guys, Jamie did a video on it. I was on that one as well. So we've gone into depth on how we think this work. Would we be happy with it as a fan base or as a club? So if you want to know more of the thoughts on that, please go check out their videos as well. But obviously this came out today, so I thought I should bring it up for you guys. Big Up Yard says, as long as the next owners are good and have Liverpool's best interests at heart, then run it. Facts, I hear it. Christian says, Ineos owns 28% and they're the ones who made the transfers for United now. Yeah, so I mean, so people worried that 30% isn't going to be enough. It will be. They'll be calling shots. They'll invest money into the transfers, and then when eventually they do take a majority or the whole percentage of Liverpool, they won't take the whole percentage because there's other little investors in the club, but maybe they buy them out. We'll see what happens. Then that's be when they take full control of Liverpool and they make the decision. They make the final decision, because every decision they make now will have to be signed off by FSG because they're the majority stakeholder. Next up, guys, moving away from Liverpool, but moving away from the red side of Liverpool, but keeping it in Merseyside. Everton winger Ilman Ndiaye has agreed to personal terms with Al Hilal, with the player keen on making the move to the Saudi Pro League. Up to Al Hilal to agree a fee with Everton for the Senegalese star. And this is from Pete O'Rourke as well, so a reliable journalist. Let me guys, let me know what you think, but I know they probably wouldn't sell to us, but in the volatile market we are in football now, where there's no loyalty and there's no real rivalry anymore, I think for a fee that is fair or reflects the player's value, I think Everton would sell him to us now. And I think he's a great player. I think I would take him at heartbeat. I'd take him over Gakpo. If we sold Gakpo and used the majority of the money to go get Ndiaye, I'd be happy with that. Younger, more dynamic, I think offers more under Iraola's system. Obviously, let me know if you guys disagree, I don't want people, please don't bring up when we played them at Goodison and Curtis Jones locked him up. Like, everyone has bad games. It is what it is. I would keep Gakpo. Need to hold on to everyone we have. I hear it. I can't be mad at that. But I personally don't really want to see Gakpo here beyond this season. I think we're talking about players like McAllister, big up the poll ended. 62% of people said sell Gakpo with 24 votes. So big up everyone for voting on that. I think Gakpo's at his run, man. And I don't mean that because I'm sure he's still a great player, and wherever he goes, he will do well. But I just don't see him working brilliantly under Iraola. I just don't think he's the perfect profile of player, I think. And also, I want to get younger. He's 27, 28, so he's still in his prime. Like, he's not old. And if we kept him, I wouldn't be super angry. But I think if you told me Barcola's coming in and Ryan's coming in, then I would trade Barcola for Gakpo. But if you told me Barcola's coming to play on the right and we're going to sign Minter, I would tell you just sign Barcola and keep Gakpo, personally. So it depends. Like I said, I assume we all agree. It depends who we're replacing them with. But I understand why people wouldn't want to sell him as well. But moving on to it, would you guys be happy with Ndiaye at Liverpool? Obviously, we know that's not going to happen. He's going to go Saudi, assumingly for the money. Also, Richard Hughes, big up for signing a player for Al Hilal before you're even there. Respect to you, brother, because you're a hustler, man. You hustled us and you're going to hustle Al Hilal. So big up, man. But people, I like him as a player. Like I said, he's one of the players I would replace Gakpo with if we sold Gakpo. I do think he's a good player. So we'll have to see what happens. Big Up Yard says, question. Sometimes it's better the dog you know. I think you mean the devil you know, but Big Up Yards. Maybe that's a saying I haven't heard before. I can say what they want about FSG, but you never had to worry about them running Liverpool into the ground, regardless of all their faults. I hear it. Like I said, we'll see what happens with the new owners. I'm not super worried because when they were at QPR, the QPR fans loved them. And the Rajasthan Royals, I believe I'm saying, from what I've researched of them, are run quite well. So I'm not too worried about them coming in and ruining Liverpool. They might, who knows, Liverpool go into administration in 10 years' time. Then we're all going to be sat here for saying, fuck, FSG, please come back. But I just don't see that happening, to be honest, guys. I mean, how many teams get new owners and get run to the ground? Not many these days. And if it happens to Liverpool, then, well, fuck us, I guess. That's just our luck. Moving on, guys. Quickly talk about this because I've already spoken about it. But Jordan Henderson to Chelsea. Here we go. Former Liverpool captain has agreed a 2-year deal at Chelsea and will sign until June 2028 this week. Henderson left Brentford and Chelsea will now welcome him next. Exclusive story from Monday confirmed. Damn. Well, I think we all knew this was coming. When Chelsea are going to go in for Jordan Henderson, no other team is going to go in for him that's as big as Chelsea. I think it's a good move for Chelsea. I understand why they're doing it. It feels weird as a Liverpool fan to see Hendo play for them, but I can't fault him. Yeah, I mean, he left the club. It's not like he went straight there yet. I mean, he's gone Ajax. Well, he went, Saudi, Ajax, Brentford. He's had a journey since leaving Liverpool, isn't he? Now I'm thinking about it. And now Chelsea. So it's not like he went straight there. He's had 3 clubs in between. And also, there's no loyalty in football. Like, I can't be mad at him. Like, he's not a Scouser. He didn't grow up in the academy. Yes, he was here for years, like 10 plus years. But, like, there's not that childhood love for Liverpool. I'm sure he does love Liverpool. It's probably the favourite club he's ever played for. But I can't fault him for going there, especially with the money they're probably going to be paying him. I would have preferred to see him stay at Brentford or go to a team that isn't a rival, quote unquote. But like I said, I can't fault him for it. I wish Chelsea nothing but the worst, but I wish him the best. So we'll see what happens with that one. I mean, what you guys think as well. Bill Yard says, "I'm not an FSG inner, by the way, manager." No, it's a valid point because, like you said, it's like many things in life. We can speculate and hypothesize, but there's no actual answer until we see it happen. Like I said, Hendo to Chelsea from Brentford. I'd be interested to know how much they're paying him. I assume he might be taking a pay cut actually at this stage in his career, but I think it's a good move for Chelsea. Gets experience and a captain, like one of the best captains ever in England. Around them young players, he's going to be able to nurture them, but maintain the work ethic and standards that they expect. Big up Tamaraka. I hope you're doing well, brother. So I think it's a good move for Chelsea. I hope it doesn't work out for them. Like I said, I hope he does well, but I hope Chelsea stink it next season. I don't see that happening. But we'll see what happens. Last thing I want to talk about, guys, before we wrap up, is from Fabrizio Romano. Manchester City are confident to get a deal done for Ayoub Boadi in the next days. Negotiations are accelerating, as reported on Monday. MCFC increasingly optimistic. Boadi to join now or in 2027 could also depend on exits, including Rodri's situation. Shit, I forgot to bring the Rodri thing up. 1 second, guys. Let me grab that quick, and then we'll talk about that before we go. Obviously, let me know what you guys think about Boadi to Chelsea, to Man City. Apologies. I think it's a good move for City. Anderson, Nico Gonzalez, potentially Rodri, and now Boadi. Big up Rush Fowler, bro. Appreciate the kind words. Look, he's a great player, great young player. 18 years old, might be 19 now. Had a great World Cup for Monaco. Offers a lot of promise. I don't think it's a game changer at this stage. He can be in a couple of years, but I don't see Boadi at 18 being the difference between City winning the league under Maresca or coming second. I still think City are going to win the league regardless, with or without him. But he's a good player, man. I wish we went in for him. I just don't. Well, it's obviously not going to happen now, but I didn't see us spending 100-odd million on Barcola. However much on a right winger if we sign one, and Boadi, and a fullback, and a centre back. I think we will agree now at this stage we're not going to sign a midfielder. And if we do, then I'll be pleasantly surprised. But I think if we're going to sign anyone now, guys, it's most likely going to be a fullback or a centre back that can play fullback, and and another winger, maybe Barcola, maybe another one after that. But like I said, guys, personally, it's a good move for City. I think he's going to be one of the best midfielders in the world in a few years. He's already one of the most promising midfielders in the world now. But man, the rich just get richer, right, guys? And we just keep sitting here fucking twiddling our thumbs, waiting for any fucking scrap from Fabrizio Romano about Barcola. Also, as well, guys, I'm not going to bring it up because it's just a repost. But Fabrizio's, well, one of his most recent tweets, I'm sure he's tweeted since I've gone live, was him reposted. No, he still hasn't tweeted. He reposted the news he put out yesterday about Barcola wanting to join Liverpool. So we might be getting a bomber tonight, guys, potentially, or if not tomorrow. Probably not a here we go, but more than likely a bid submitted. We know the bid's coming. It's just as and when, really. Big up Godwin says, would anyone be opposed to Tomori can play centre back and right back? I don't hate the shout. I can't lie, brother. How old is Tomori now? He's 28 now, so he's still at his peak. He's been at Milan since 2021. Jesus. I don't hate. I can't lie, brother. I do not hate the shout in the slightest, but I personally don't see it. I don't think it would happen. Transfer value 13 mil. I think there's players I would go and get above Godwin, but like I said, if we got him in, I wouldn't be angry at it. I can't say I've seen much of him since he's been at Milan. But like I said, I haven't seen enough of him. I can't sit here and say definitively, yeah, man, Tomori's that guy still. Big Up Yard says, man, don't care. We got my boy Trey Composure Nioni. He's going to save us millions. Man, been telling man that Nioni has been ready from time, even more so than Rio. Yeah, the fact we almost let him go to Swansea for 7 million is diabolical. Diabolical. This kid is a talent beyond, he's that. I think he's ready. We'll see tonight if he really is ready, because I assume Wrexham are going to be playing their full strength squad or as close to that as possible. Obviously, we will see what happens. Like I said, I really hope Trey's that guy and will continue to be that guy. But we will never know. Well, we will know in the coming weeks, but we can never predict how good he'll be later on in his career. Hang on. Luke Tanner has just put something in the group chat, so let me see this quick, because Luke's only puts good transfer news in there. So it's just from Transfer Sector. I won't bring it up because there's nothing major. Mark Bellingham met with the club. So dude's dad met with the club at the end of the season to discuss his son's departure due to footballing disagreements with those in charge. The club declared him not for sale. Oi. What we say in chat? So we signed Bellingham from Madrid because he doesn't want to be there, and then get Trent back because he ain't going to be at Madrid without his bum buddy. And now we're looking at one of the best windows in history. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. Big Up Yard says, and this will be my boy Rio's breakout season officially, even though the mini breakout one. No, I hear it. Big up Gareth, bro. Hope you're doing well. Says, why can't Liverpool go in for him? We're talking about Bowadi. We're not going to pay that much for him. Not that and Barcola. Big Up Yard says, Luke, the real tier 1. Facts. Luke's my guy. Luke's the guy for transfers. Oh, apologies, guys. Fucking frog stuck in my throat. If there's a transfer, if I'm at work and there's transfer news, I just check the WhatsApp group because Luke puts it in there. Last thing to talk about, guys, before we wrap up. So this came out from Fabrizio this morning, I believe. Real Madrid have approached Manchester City for Rodri for the first time. Negotiations have started with verbal discussions between clubs. Florentino Perez has given approval to the deal after door closed for months. Real indicate they are ready to spend over 50 million euros. Madrid can get fucked. They can go suck themselves. 50 million euros for the best midfielder in the world. Go suck yourself. How about that? They're the fucking arrogance of them. I can't stand Real Madrid, chat. I actually can't. I can't stand them. Go suck themselves. And everyone at that club. Oh, honestly. We'll spend more than 50 million. Fuck you. bastards. Honestly, the entitlement of a football club. Never seen anything like it ever, guys. It's fucking ridiculous. Dave Gather says yes, and so we're paying 120 mil for Barcola. I'd rather get Barcola than Boadi, bro. I can't lie. We need a winger more than we need a midfielder. And we're not going to spend 100 mil on Barcola and 100 mil on Boadi. It just won't happen. Oh, but chat, let me know what you guys think. But just like I said, the arrogance, the entitlement from Madrid really boils my blood, man. Really, really boils my blood. It's and like, who the fuck that Perez thinks he is? Oh, yeah, we can sign the best midfielder in the world, I guess. And they're lucky Rodri wants to join them, because they'll get the deal done. Because like, if a player don't want to be at City, then they sell him. We'll see what happens, guys. But just okay, guys, says damn, go suck yourself. And I've been hanging out with too many. I've been saying go suck yourself. Maybe that is because growing up watching Coppish, but like creating a monster. Nah, man, I'm chill. They have Jeff. But yeah, people. Madrid getting my head hot, man. This fucking. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. I'm making sure they cut this bit of fucking hair off. Oh, fuck off. But yeah, people. Madrid can go suck themselves. Fucking pussies. A lot of them. I can't stand them fuckers in Madrid. They just never let football. They never let anyone else have go for more than 2 or 3 years in it. Big up Johnsky, bro. Come in and just doesn't wrap up the show, man. Yeah, people. Hala Madrid, I guess, right? What a fucking waste of a football club, man. I can't stand them, guys. Honestly, if there was one football club I could abolish, it'd be Real Madrid. Not even United, because I enjoy the rivalry with United. I enjoy smacking them 4-0 at Anfield. Can't stand Madrid because we barely ever beat them, or at least not in any important environment. Oh, I can't stand them, chat. Can't stand them. Anyways, I'm not going to go on a tangent about how much I hate Real Madrid anymore. But yes, people. 42 people in here. Please do smash the like button on the way out, guys. I was gonna redirect, but I still haven't got 1,000 subscribers to redirect yet. So big up YouTube for having that being one of the shittest features ever. I don't know why you have to have 1,000 subscribers to redirect to other people's channels, but hey ho, hey ho. But yes, people, big up everyone. My blessing. It's been a blessing as always. Check out Sanderson's show at 10 o'clock for the combat catch up. I'll be over there. And I might be live, might be back this evening for the Liverpool versus Wrexham watch along. We'll see what happens with that one, guys. Please do smash the like button, subscribe, comment, share, do everything you can to the video. It does really mean a lot to me. I appreciate it, and it helps the channel grow as well. I'll be live tomorrow afternoon and evening. I'll do 2 streams tomorrow. One might be a pre-recorded one, actually. So we'll see what happens with that one. But yes, people, it's a pleasure as always. Big up to the chat. Big up to the people watching after the show ends as well. See you guys later tonight and tomorrow. Have a lovely evening and peace.
Liverpool opinions are going on trial. Welcome to the cop tribunal. The session is now in order. Automatic gavel sound, intense fierce gavel sound. Welcome to the cop tribunal. The session is now in order. Oh God, baby.